Happy Monday. I'm gonna take you a little free library hunting. I was gonna do just like a general like book collection clean out video. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I feel like those are so negative because you're just justifying the reasons you're getting rid of all the books instead of like it being something fun. And like in theory it is fun because like you're like freshening up your collection, freshening up your space. I don't know, it just like overall feels negative. So I ended up just pulling all the books and I'm just gonna take them. I counted this morning and I have 228 books spread all throughout my apartment that are my books that I own, which is quite frankly too many books for one singular bookshelf, one book cart, and then like a shelf in the living room. It's just, I have too many books. And I also got into the habit last year of just buying any book with a title whose name I recognize just for the sake of like adding it to my collection. And now my physical TBR is so overwhelming and like filled with books that I'm like not necessarily obsessed with the idea of, that it's like preemptively slumping me out in some ways. Like I'm obviously like, it's a new year, I'm feeling good in general, like I'm wanting to read. Like looking at books that I feel guilty about not picking up, it's just like not a great feeling. So I'm getting rid of any books like that. Also other books for various reasons, which I will tell you about in a second. But I'm getting rid of, I think it's 23 books? 25. I'm rehoming 25 books. Which I love doing this. I love like just giving books to the community that are not screaming my name. If ever there comes a time when I want to revisit any of the books that I'm getting rid of, I will. But that is just, the time is not now, and for right now, I'm getting overwhelmed with how many books I have, so instead I'm giving them to the community. We're getting rid of some of them. There's gonna come a time soon, probably when I get a second bookshelf for in here. I think I'm gonna put one on this wall at some point. When I get a second bookshelf for my room, I'm gonna have to have some very tough conversations with myself about the books that I own that I have read but will probably never touch again. Like the ones that I have that I don't really love. And I started to do that this morning, started to like pull the books I don't love. Just, it's a little hard. It's just hard to part with the books that you've read. Unless you like hated them. And even then, it's kind of hard when they're cute. So that will have to come at a different time when I'm having very serious conversations with myself about what's going on my new bookshelf. But for now, we're just getting rid of books that have specific reasons that they gotta go. So I'm gonna go take them down to the car and I will talk you through what we've got going on. So see you in a second. Hi, huge IKEA bag. Gonna give you a really quick rundown. Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen, young adult romance. Used to love it. We'll probably never reread it. Float by Kate Marchant, cute little summer romance situation. Not gonna read it again. Both of these would make some younger girl very happy. I have this like bare hardcover of Kiss by Ted Dekker and Erin Healy, which is I think like a blur romance situation that I read when I was younger. Never gonna revisit it, and also don't know what happened to the dust jacket, so. The Lovely Bones, I've had it for so long. I tried to read it 2 months ago. Wasn't hitting. Not for me, I don't think. Such a Fun Age, thrifted. Just like I tried to read the first chapter or two. It's just, something's not for me. But I know it's very popular and somebody else would love to have it. Thor by Alexandra Bracken. Read it last year. Wasn't the biggest fan. Can't find the dust jacket. The Mercies by Karen Millwood Hargrave. I bought it for the cover. Recently reread the synopsis. Not super interested. Selection by Kiara Cass. My friend Kat gave this to me. It's her copy. I just texted her asking if she wants it back. So hopefully she texts me in the next few hours so I can donate it if she doesn't. But if she does, I will return it to her. I just had it for maybe so long she probably forgot that I have it. Paperback Hunger Games. I just bought it in hardcover to complete my hardcover set. So little free library. Requiem is the second book in the Delirium series, which I do have Delirium, but I have it in paperback. So if I ever revisit the series, I will get the second and third book in paperback. Also lost the dust jacket. I went through a phase where I was taking off dust jackets and then I don't know where I put any of them. This one as well. The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. It's the only book I have of the Kane Chronicles, and I think I read it when I was younger, but again, I don't know what happened to the dust jacket, and if I ever completed the series, I would want to have like a complete cohesive set, so I might just buy the series all together if I ever decide to read it. So she's being rehomed. The Cuckoo's Egg, thrifted it. It's like a spy thriller nonfiction book. Like it's a true story, but I reread the synopsis recently, and even though it's very highly rated, I don't think I'm ever gonna get to it. So The Lying Woods by Ashley Elston. I actually got this in my first little free library video. I was so excited about it, but I tried to read it. Like I read the first chapter of it and I wasn't loving this. I'm saying this a lot because I recently heard somebody say that they always try and read a chapter of a book before they buy it to see if they like are vibing with the writer, and usually it takes like a little bit longer. But if right off the bat you're kind of like not loving it, I would rather somebody else take this and love it and enjoy it instead of it just sitting on my shelf untouched for a really long time. And then Brightside by Kim Holden. Every time I pick up this book, I get icked out by how young it feels. It's like a young adult romance, I think, and it's very sad and I hope somebody else loves it. The School for Good Mothers by Jessamine Chan, thrifted it, never gonna read it, just loved the cover. What Comes After by Joanne Tompkins, and actually also Bitter Orange by Claire Fuller. A friend of mine bought these for me even though I already have them in hardcover and he didn't know, so they're gonna get to find loving homes since I already have other copies of these. Mary Jane by Jessica Anya Blau. I love this book, but I want the hardcover and I want somebody else to read this and love it. So Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. I got this in a blind date with a book. It's a little like romance, adult romance. Lately I've been really off like pure romance books, so hopefully somebody else will really want to read this. Homegoing by Yagi Yasi. I actually also got this from a little free library, but every single person that I thought I was getting it for, when I told them about it, they weren't like super obsessed with the idea of it, so I would rather give it to somebody that's like really excited by it. And also it's like a really popular book, so I'm sure somebody is going to be very excited to find it. Speechless by Hannah Harrington. I've had this for so long, read it I think in middle school. I actually don't know why I still own it because I don't remember a single thing about it. I just think that the cover is really cool. Hope somebody else loves it. Upside of Falling is another young adult pure romance book. Got it in a blind date with the book. Probably never gonna read it. Yeah. Ask Again Yes. I thrifted it purely for the cover. It's like a literary fiction family drama, I think. Never been tempted to read it. Would rather rehome it. And Don't Let Go by Harlan Coben. I've had this for so long. Never been tempted to pick it up. I think it is a thriller, a crime thriller. Somebody else is gonna love it. And that should be all of them. I kind of went out of order, so I hope I got them all. But anyways, let's go find some little free libraries. Driving to the next library and saw just something called Sidewalk Library while I was driving by, and I just went and checked, and it's just like a little free library, just for some reason called a sidewalk library. So I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna do the Langwoods, Cuckoo's Egg, and Float. I'm having to hold the thing open, but absolutely. No. It has book mold. Otherwise I would so take it. Dang. Okay, there's definitely somebody right inside the front window of the house that I'm dropping off at right now, so I'm just gonna tell you, it looks like I can fit 3 books in this one. It's pretty full, I think, so I'll show you which ones they are when I pick them up. Dropped off 9 books so far, and I did just notice that the footage at the first one was for some reason in slow-mo. That's so cute. Am I like really dark right now? Can you see me? There's a lot of space in this one. I think I'm gonna do 5. Okay, so nothing for me so far. I'm striking out. I honestly kind of have lost track of how many I've done so far. I want to say 17. I think I did 9 and then 5 and then 3. So I think I'm at 17, which means I still have like a handful of books. I think it's 7, something around there. I think I started with 24 books. I don't remember. But that means I would think I want to hit 2 more libraries. And I just have to cross my fingers that there's something there. But also, if the fact that I have 2 books that I've taken from little free libraries to redistribute in this stack says anything, maybe I don't need to find something for myself. I'd love to, but that's not the point. The point is just giving my books new homes. So if I don't find anything for myself, that is okay. It just would be really fun. So I think there's a couple more close to where I'm at. Let me see, I'm gonna check into this one. By the way, I didn't say this. I did The Upside of Falling and Brightside because the school right down the street. So it felt good to put some younger books in there since that was definitely mostly older, I think. Honestly, I didn't recognize most of the books in there. So anyways, so hopefully putting some younger books in there was the way to go. Also don't know if I got a good shot of it, but this little free library is actually so cute. It's covered in really cute little stickers. Okay, yeah, it's like 3 super close. So I think I'm gonna go to those 3 and see what my luck is there and try and distribute the rest. So I think I'll try and do 2 or 3 at each of these 3. Okay, see you in a second. I have 4 books left, so I don't look like it has a decent amount of space, so I'm gonna do 2 tall books, and then I only have 2 left. Stop being genuinely almost completely empty. Now I wish I had more books to put in here. So unfortunate. Okay, objectively, that last library, incredibly unfortunate. She was empty. She was empty. She had 2 books in her. She objectively unfortunate. That copy of Inkspell, gorgeous. Don't need her. Don't need her, so I did leave her behind. And I'm walking away empty-handed. I got rid of somebody retroactively, i.e. me editing this, tell me how many books I got rid of. I redistributed this many books and I did not gather any more for myself, but you know what, that is genuinely completely fine. I'm trying to whittle down my collection to just books that I'm very excited to have. I would have taken on Earth, Wear Briefly Gorgeous if it didn't have book mold, so I'm counting that as the win. Okay, I'm counting that as the win because I would have taken it if it didn't have the book mold. So it's a good book. It's on my TBR. I want to read it. It's just it has the mold, you know? Metaphorically, I'm not walking away empty-handed. And I just noticed, I've said this both times, I was about to say every time, I've only done this a couple of times, but I said this both times that I did my little free library hunting videos before, that I used the app to like track my check-ins and stuff. And I just found this little feature that's so fun. Like if you are in the app, under my account, the my account tab, there's like a thing at the top that says my check-ins. And if you click it, you can see everywhere you've ever checked in. And then also at the top, you can see how many books I've left, how many books I've taken, and how many total check-ins I have, which is so fun. So my little free library stats are 36 books left, 5 books taken, and 22 total check-ins, which is so fun. I've been to 22 little free libraries. That's so cute. And I think the 5 books I've taken, it must have been Born Standing Up by Steve Martin, Once Upon a River, Diane Setterfield, Lying Woods, Ashley Elston, Homegoing by Yagi Yasi, and what's the other one? Oh, Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. So I still have 3 of them. I haven't read any of them, unfortunately. Maybe I'll do like a little reading vlog challenge for myself. Maybe the next time I do this, I'll do an actual reading challenge to read the books that I pick up from the library so that they don't then just sit on my shelf for so long that I realize I'm probably never gonna pick them up. I feel like, oh, Haley Pham did a video like that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So it's definitely in the cards for me, I would say. I wanna do it soon. I love little free library hunting and I love any excuse to do it. So, okay, so with all that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me to donate however many books I donated. I'm really happy that all of them are going to new homes. Would like to say thanks for sticking with me on this learning curve of trying to vlog with this camera. I usually just use my phone for little free library hunting, so this is a bit of an adjustment. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you guys for watching this whole thing if you've made it this far. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!